I sold one course 13,500 times, and I continue to sell that same course 200 times. But what I want to talk about is what happens throughout the entire funnel of this predictable sales system. One course, $22, turned into an $8,000 client through emails alone. And I'm going to share those exact emails with you towards the end of this video. So be sure to follow along, grab your notebook, take notes. Down in the show notes, there is going to be a checklist for you to understand where your 10-step process is leaking, aka where is your funnel not fun. Have a funnel that is bringing in consistent cash flow while we're sleeping. It can't not be fun. It is so fun. Number one, know your final destination. Where are you taking them? When you understand who it is that you want to serve and where you want to take them, this is going to allow you to build an entire river that flows downstream to your ocean of dream soulmate clients who cannot wait to pay you. Knowing where you want them to go. Is it a live event? Is it a retreat? Is it a mastermind? Is it one-on-one coaching? Or simply, do you just want to be a course creator that makes a multi-million-dollar business off of selling courses? My one course has brought in $1.9 million. That one course that I've sold 13,500 times, if I sold just the course alone, it's around $634,000. But everything inside of my funnel has turned into $1.9 million. And I'm going to show you how I've done that today. Step one, know your final destination. Number two, over here, we don't build tasters. We create whole fucking meal. We don't leave our clients needing more. It's not just here it is and now here's the full course on the back end if you really want to get those results. That's what most people teach. I want to make sure every single thing you get from me is a whole meal because this builds trust. The moment that you give them a little bit of a cliffhanger, jeopardize your trust with that person, aka they're not going to continue to buy everything in the funnel because they already feel gypped. Number three, I want you to focus on top of funnel. What are you reaching for top of funnel? This is going to be choosing one platform to go all in on and build your relationships. Podcasting, it can be social media, it can be getting into the rooms. I want you to think top of funnel, where am I bringing soulmate clients into my world and how am I nurturing and building those relationships so I am consistently bringing in new people into my funnel where you are well known and recognized for something. Number four, if you are not having fun, what's the point? Enjoy the journey. Fall in love with the process. Hi. My name's Amber Hagberg, and when I burnt my six-figure business to the ground because I had built it the bro marketing funnel way that had my body clenching, and I was rebuilding a nervous system funnel, it took 18 months to rebuild my income from $60,000 to $270,000. The most uncomfortable season of my life. You would find me in the shower sometimes dancing and singing. It's all working out. It's working out better than I could have ever imagined. And you would have found me in the shower crying my eyes out, begging for a sign that this journey was meant for me. I'll show you how to have fun later because once your funnel starts funneling, you cannot not have fun. And I'm going to show you how. But I bring this at the very top of the list because we're building for impact. We're building for sustainability. And I want you to be around in 10, 20, 30 years. I'm not here to build a company to be able to sell it later. This is my soul's work and my soul's calling. I want you to create something that you're obsessed with. We have to enjoy the journey because it's going to be a wild ride. Number five, clarity is cash. If you are not crystal clear on what your offer is, who your offer's for, what and who they're going to become after they buy this offer, it will not sell consistently. And if you want something to sell consistently, you need to have a clear message. The clearer you are, the richer you will become. And then all of our fun, fancy, fluffy, vague language can happen in the back end for those that are in our community where they understand our slang. Clarity is cash. Go review your sales pages. Go review your content. Go review anywhere you've sent out a piece of information, knowledge, wisdom, and ask yourself, is it crystal clear who I am, what I do, and how I serve? Is the transformation like if I land on your sales page within the first 7 seconds, I know exactly how you can help me? If I land on your top of funnel platform, whether that be your podcast or your social media, can I tell within 7 seconds who you are and how you can help me? Number 6, I want you to audit your funnel. Is your top of funnel platform growing consistently? Do you have plenty of followers, engagements, likes, follows, DMs, conversation? If you have all of those check marked, are they landing onto your sales pages? If you have them landing on your sales pages, are they buying? I want to know where it stops. Does it stop on the sales page? Does it stop after they buy the first offer? Do they buy the offer in the email sequence? Do they buy the next offer in the email sequence? Where is your current bottleneck in your funnel? Top of funnel, do you need more visibility? Like you just need more eyes on your content. You just need more eyes on your sales page, right? So if that's the case, you need better content. You need clearer content. You need a better promise. You need better packaging. If people are landing on your sales page and your conversion is below a 3% for cold traffic or below 20% for warm traffic, you need a clearer promise. You need a stronger headline, a stronger tagline, maybe a lower investment price, maybe a higher investment price. Maybe you need to change the way in which you package the offer altogether. Understand in your sales system where focus your energy right now. What refinement? Is it people finding you? Is it people buying from you? Or is it people continuing along on the journey? Number 7 is so important. Stop creating more offers. You don't need more offers. You need less offers, more people in those offers. The more people in your offers, the more data you have, the more you can refine your offers to get more people in. If you're creating new content, new offers, you're never going to have enough data to make the right logical decision. When do you change an offer? First, change the headline, then change the tagline. Then change the price. If you change all 3 of those and it's still not moving, change the offer itself. But I want you to think about having one offer. This is your deeply embodied offer that you could talk about for hours, that you will become well known and recognized for. The name of this offer needs to be crystal clear in the transformation. Sold out retreats. Cashflow Catalyst. What is it that you're promising? Predictable sale system. When you have an offer that you nail in these 3 things, your offer will sell on repeat. I want you to continue to refine your offer, the messaging, the positioning, the promise. The more that you work on those 3 things, the more your predictable sales system will work for you. The more people that buy this offer, they are going to upgrade into your next offer and your next offer and your next offer. How many people do you need on your sales page? At least 100 before you make any change. So first, change the headline, wait for 100 new people onto that sales page, and then change the tagline. Wait for 100 more people and then change the price point. Don't change the offer until you have changed all 3 of those with plenty enough data. And then that leads me into number 8, which is your entire sales system. behind the scenes. This is the email sequence. What are you going to sell them on the back end of the offer itself? Inside of predictable sales, I am going to give you my email sequence that has allowed me to upgrade my clients from the Cashflow Catalyst into a one-on-one intensive with me where they get 2 weeks, me inside of their funnel, looking at their sales page, looking at their content, looking at their positioning, looking at their messaging. We have a 60-minute strategy session, me auditing their funnel, and then 2 weeks of them implementing this. The sales system happens once they buy Cashflow Catalyst. They build out their embodied offer. They create their sales system. They begin to test this. All the while they are getting my emails for the Cashflow Catalyst, and then they upgrade into the Way, which is my year-long mentorship, where I coach you every single month. So in these emails, what I'm actually doing is the first emails are the most important. One, you want to encourage engagement. You want them to be engaging with your content. P.S. Reply back to this email and tell me where you're at. P.S. Let me know where you're at in building out your embodied offer. P.S. Let me know where you're struggling in your funnel. Is it top of funnel visibility, or is it middle of funnel sales, or is it bottom of funnel getting them to your final destination? Reply back and tell me number 3. First 3 emails are 1, invite them in to consume the content. The only way the sales system will work behind the scenes is if they consume the first thing that they purchased from you. Once they've purchased that, then you send them an email sequence where the first 3 are 1, inviting them in to consume it. Email number 1 is like, hey, you're here. This is what you're going to learn. Join now. Listen now. Implement now. Number 2 is, again, encouraging them to consume the content, a testimonial, and engagement. Number 3 is like, hey, you said you wanted this, this, and this. Have you completed this offer? Reply back and tell me where you're at. Email number 4 is the bridge. Now that you've built out your predictable sales system, do you want to build out your entire cash flow funnel with me? Here's an invitation. Give them a special price. So inside of my email sequence for the predictable sales, I'm like, hey, this offer is normally $22, but you can get it today for $19. You may have noticed if you found this video from one of my funnels on Meta ads or Instagram, I said, hey, one-time offer, grab Cashflow Catalyst today for just $17. It's normally $22. The email sequence bumps it up just a little bit to $19. And then after those 4 emails on the back end, you'll just see my ads for the Cashflow Catalyst. When you're creating your email sequence, sometimes it becomes like, I got a fire hose. I get so excited about this stuff. First 3 emails, engagement, consumption. How can I get them to consume? How can I get them to engage with me? This will build a healthy email relationship with your new soulmate client so that you start to get into their priority mailbox. And then the next 4 emails are all about sales. I'm going to share with you my exact template for the Cashflow Catalyst. In the URL below, you can sign up for the predictable sales system training, and I will send you over the Cashflow Catalyst email sequence. This is the exact email sequence that took Andrea from finding me in December, reaching out about my retreat, to signing up for the Cashflow Catalyst in February for $22. Over the weekend, she increased her sales conversions by like 8% just from a few tweaks. That encouraged her and inspired her. Sign on for my intensive, which was $1,111. She then upgraded to the Wave, and then she upgraded to the retreat for $4,800, which is the original reason that she had reached out to me back in December. So within 3 months, she upgraded into 4 different offers, buying the offer she had originally reached out about. That's what an email sequence does. That's what creating one offer does that you sell a lot of times while constantly refining that offer. Number 9 is about finding the leak. This is where we turn on the faucet. We start to pour gasoline onto our sales. Find where it's leaking. Where could you make one simple tweak to your funnel today to bring in more cash flow? I'm going to share with you a workbook that gives you the data behind an email sequence to understand when to tweak your email sequence. This is a very special bonus that I just decided to give you so that you can understand where you're not converting behind the scenes, because this is where you create predictability in your business. Once you have mastered visibility and mastered the front end of the funnel, what you want to work on is the back end of the funnel. The back end of the funnel is where the money honey is, because once you have enough leads and you have enough data on the sales page, you want that ocean of people buying from you. When you understand the conversion of an email sequence, you get rich because you're making transformation in each one of their lives. They know that you deliver on the promise. They trust you. They trust in what you have to offer and what it is that you're delivering. And that is the key to consistent sales, is your level of delivery. When you deliver, you make money because people trust you. And then finally, number 10 is where you stand out in your story. Hi, my name is Amber Hagberg. I've built a funnel selling one course 13,500 times, making $1.9 million from one offer top of funnel. This has created my consistent cash flow and built out my predictable sales system. I am also a barefoot, bougie, rich bitch living in the jungle. I'm here to help turn your story into consistent cash. When you lead with what you've done, with who you are, and with why you care, people want to work with you. I want you to turn up the dial on why you. Number 10 is like, why should I care what you have to say? What is your evidence? What is your story? What is your passion? If you are still here and you're listening right now, you can feel my passion. This is something that has changed my life, and I know that it will change your life. Building systems so that your offers sell while you sleep, while you surf, while you do yoga, while you travel the world and speak on stages, while you're present with your babies. That's my life. I want to help you create your freedom-based lifestyle, building out predictable sales systems. Turn up the dial on why you do what you do. Lead heavy with your story. We can get anything we want on Claude or ChatGPT these days. Information is abundant. Your story is why people will hire you. Check out the show notes below. If you haven't already signed up for the predictable sales system, then I want you to enter your name and email. I'll send you over the email list and the data for the email list so you know what's working and what's not. Don't already have the Cashflow Catalyst? I'll drop that link below for you as well. Otherwise, I'll talk to you in the next episode. But before you go, if you have any questions for me at all, put them in the comments. I create videos for you from the comments. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe, the like button, because I'm going to continue creating videos just like this for you to consume for completely free, because I want you to build out your predictable sales system and celebrate becoming barefoot, bougie, and rich. I will talk to you in the next episode.